Kia koutou katoa. Welcome everyone to today's breaking news update on the situation. As you may have seen earlier about 2 days ago, I noticed that my bike seat did get stolen. There was no other way that I could have done, and more could have been done better, and sadly didn't. Today I do bring you an update. So today I took the bike into the bike shop and I managed to replace it with a different bike seat, but this time I have locked the seat onto the bike frame. So hopefully none of this should have happened again. Also, why I also talk about this should have never have happened. Like a bike should not have been stolen from a secured bike area because that's where it was. And I was very disappointed when I found out that I actually went to Ara, my lecture starts at 10 a.m. and I didn't finish till around about 5. And then just finishing, like, I was so tired, I just wanted to go back home until I just went into the secure bike area, used my student ID card, and actually found out that my bike seat did get stolen along with a Kathmandu backpack that was under the seat. Luckily that was empty. If there was any fragile stuff I left in it, that would have been even more worse, and I probably would have to go to the police to let them know about it. I'm allowed to say in this live stream because this is not an English test. But I do feel quite gutted that this has happened, and this should have never happened because it was in a secure bike area and only a student or staff with an ID could go in and do it. So I don't know who did this, but if you know anything, please do let me know in the comment chat section, which I can also check here on what you say on any platform. This has honestly made me feel upset. I did feel a bit down that night. My brain just wasn't working. The first thing I actually did go to is to the security that was there, and they just told me to go to police, which honestly they had no interest on coming down to the secure bike area and looking at what happened. And I think that should have, like, they should have come down and have a look at the situation and see it. And there's even no cameras in the area as well, which is annoying. It's only outside of the area. I also post this on every social media platform on Thursday afternoon. But this time, I don't understand why so now I feel more cautious. I have decided to put a lock under my bike seat. So this should never ever happen again. Well, if someone tries to cut it open, then it's clearly obvious someone is robbing it. And actually when I first got it, I didn't know what the code was, so yeah, it has kind of pissed me off. My seat looks a lot better though, and it feels more comfortable, so maybe this is kind of worth it. But yeah, I would say. But it wasn't, and also I had to get a pole replacement. The seat looks really cool though. I probably will post these on Instagram if you want to check that out. The link is in the description. But this is no ordinary seat. This is an interesting thing because it actually doesn't use gel like most bike seats do. They use this memory foam, which is interesting because then it may last longer. You see, so it might last longer because I know some bike seats I've seen have gel in them and they tend to fall apart over time. But I hope this seat lasts better. So if you were worried about me that I didn't have a bike seat from going into Ara, now I do. It looks bloody fancy good. I don't know why I'm showing it as other images. let's go back to the main screen. So that's what I've shown you. So nothing severe has happened. The repair cost, actually, I thought it was going to be over $1,000 for me to get this fixed, but actually it was way below that, thank goodness. So luckily it wasn't costing more than what the bike was worth. It's actually a really nice bike. It's actually the only bike I have, surprisingly. I did have another one, but then I overgrew it, and then I had to get this new one about maybe 3 years ago. So it is pretty important to me. So yeah, so honestly, I think this should have never have happened, and I wish better for next time. Put cameras in a secure bike area. Don't say it's secure, because it actually isn't. Like, this isn't a secure bike area. I'm just looking at the picture now. You guys can't see it because I've changed scenes, but it is really devastating to see that this is really poor management. This isn't good enough. A lot more could have been done. Like, they should have put. I hardly see even one camera in that area. I only see it outside the area, not in it. I think what they should do is they should put cameras in it to see if anyone who goes in knows where to put, so they know whose bikes are going and whose bikes are going out. Anyone unexpected who's going in and stealing stuff, then that's where they should raise it, and security should actually contact police and get that underway. That's what should have happened, and hopefully for me this should never happen again. And I wish the best for you, all you bikers who bike into the Aroa Institute every day of the week. For me, I bike from Monday to Friday, but it is devastating. Like, for someone, like, this is what happened on Thursday. So I biked in as usual, go in. As soon as I opened it, I noticed these lights are flickering. Usually, I don't usually see the lights off. They're usually on when I go in. So that kind of raises suspicion that someone is breaking in. I should have alerted security. I don't know. I don't think it was a security measure because I didn't see anything get stolen at that time. But then I attended my 3 lectures. I think I had 1 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. And then once I left, and like my last class didn't actually, I felt a bit tired after that. Then I had a nice good chat with my classmates, and I felt much better after that chat. And then I thought, okay, I feel happy now, I want to go. I better get heading on back. Until this devastating thing has happened, that my bike got stolen. And no, not bike stolen, the bike seats got stolen. No, not the bike, because the bike, and as you can already see physically, that they couldn't get, well, it could have been worse. They could have stolen the bike. Like, I've got a manual locked here, but they just decided to take the seat. So whoever stole the seat, you're a total dumbass, because what are you going to do with it? I don't think it's going to fit on any other bike, because yeah, it's a bit, yeah, it's a big hole. Sorry if I'm being rude, but the point is that this should never ever have happened. And I hope this new seat I think this seat will be fine for me. Luckily it wasn't blowing my, like, it didn't cost too much, thank goodness. But at least it works. This should be more safer, and hopefully this doesn't happen ever again. I also had I didn't get back, as you may have noticed, I didn't get a backpack for it because it might also get stolen again, so I'm not overly worried. I think I'll be fine without one. The light here also got stolen, so luckily, thanks to Push Bikes, they managed to get that. They gave that for me for free, but yeah, and it actually looks better. Honestly, I actually feel quite happy with it overall. And it turns out I've got bugs in here. Bastard bloody bugs, huh? They keep coming in here all the bloody time. Yeah, so that's pretty much what happened. I also noticed, I don't know if it was over on Tuesday, I loaded stuff into the back of my bike. I biked into Ara, then I unzipped what was in the back of it, I emptied it, and then I think I zipped it up again. I went into, and then I went in, then I went inside to Ara, and then I came back, and then I noticed my backpack zip was open, and I'm like, okay, this is getting weird. I was just thinking it would have been me that might have opened it, but it could have been someone else. So, I'd say tip for a few other bikers who are watching this, if you think something is going on with your bike, don't be quiet about it. Tell someone about it. If, however, part of your bike gets stolen, get in touch with our security. They might end up forcing you to go to police. Yeah, if you need to get police involved, do it. But that's only if a necessary thing is stolen, like a seat, for example. Yeah, and that pretty much wraps up on the serious situation of this. Has this affected my studies? Yes. Has it affected my well-being? Yes. Was I in shock? Yes, I was. I totally feel very uncomfortable when I saw that happen. Like, oh god. And now I'm actually considering, I'm actually no longer feeling safe putting my bike in there anymore. But now since I've got that extra chain in place that's now attached to the frame of the bike, they have to steal the whole bike if they're going to steal, if they want to steal it. But however, that I guess that'll never happen, and the only way they'll be able to do it is get wire cutters and break the lock. And then they'll be easily noticeable, and I'll probably get police onto that if that ever happens again. So I will continue to put my bike in the area where, even despite I just still feel unsafe. But the top push bike, I actually came up with the idea to chain my bike seat to the frame of the bike, so it wouldn't get any chance of getting worse. I don't want to get. I was actually worried that oh, what? I keep changing the subject, don't I? Let's try and get this clean and fresh. So on the night when I left, I walked back to where I was staying, and I left the bike in the secure bike area because I thought, okay, I feel buggered. I also don't want to go. I don't want to walk it back with me because my whole body just felt completely weak. I just couldn't take stuff back. All I can do is take my bag and walk back. And then I got the bike back. The bike luckily was still there in the secure bike area tomorrow morning. The whole frame didn't get stolen, thank goodness. Probably thanks to that lock that probably guarantees that. So that is my update on the serious situation. If you are watching this from Facebook, thank you guys. And I'll be live gaming hopefully later on today with my friends hopefully, but we'll find that out later on. So if you guys are on Facebook, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I'll see you guys with my next post. Thank you. Alright, it's just you and me now, people. So welcome YouTubers and Twitch viewers. Thank you for tuning in. And I'm going to watch it again. Thank you. Alright, it's just you and me now, people. Oh wait, it's still streaming. So welcome YouTubers and Twitch viewers. Thank you for tuning in. I actually just found out that on Facebook I actually am still streaming. How can I stop it? I'll just go to find a way how I can. Yeah, then I'll just click to expand and I'll just click stop streaming if possible. Alright, it's just you and me now, people. Oh wait. YouTubers and Twitch. Where the heck is the stop button? How do I stop going live? I don't really want to hit the stop stream button, but actually I will.